people are here telling you what they want. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
Are you catching it?
Exactly. I was gonna give you little hints, like, yeah, it's been really rough couple of years, like, yeah. But anyway, what do you mean?
Tell me more. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Closers Network podcast, the only podcast you want to listen to where you want to get the tools to make between $10,000 and $30,000 a month, guys, in the remote high-ticket space. Now, before I introduce our guest today, I want to give you guys a couple updates because I realized that I haven't done that. So one of the first updates, guys, is you might have seen the new studio setup is a little bit different now. So we have this really nice table, and we have a lot of new soundproofing, and one thing is the AC just went down and I got out the sauna. So if you see me a little bit red, that's the reason why. Today's guest, I'm really excited to introduce. He grew up in Paris, and he actually grew up by the Paris flea market and has been around some of the best salespeople in the world and seen them in action growing up. He's traveled the world and broken bread with people from many different cultures and socioeconomic backgrounds. He was a gym owner, but COVID killed his concept, so he sold his shares to his partners and decided to go all in on high-ticket sales with One Call Closers, our sales agency. He's been trained by the great and powerful Alex Hormozi. He has unshakable faith in the power and love of goodness. He also was a supermodel, but who's to say he isn't now? And today's guest, guys, I want to introduce to you guys is Ralph Jacob. Ralph, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, brother Mike? Man,
awesome, man. Nice to have you here.
I had to turn around and say, who is he talking about?
Yeah. Straight in from Miami,
yeah.
Which actually we're heading to Miami on Sunday for a sales leadership training. So it'll be first time for us going down in Miami for Richard, myself, and Ian. So we're pretty pumped about that.
Nice.
But Ralph, I want to know, man, I would love to learn a little bit more about your upbringing, some more, and maybe if you can kind of share anything you want to about your upbringing, but really, how did all those life experiences that you had growing up impact you in the world of sales today?
Oh, wow. So basically, well, it's a good question, man. Culture shock, adapting to culture shock constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made me, I think, a good salesman, is coming from Martinique, arriving in France. My sister and I, we were the only black kids in the entire school. Okay?
Wow.
So you grew up in Martinique, you're French, because it's a French colony, so you have the French passport and everything. And you French, you feel French. And you get to France, wake-up call. Mm-hmm. You French, but. Okay? So that first thing, like different food, the first time I experienced cold, was like, what is this? Coming from the Caribbean, and you have to use all those clothes. So it was that. And the different way of thinking, of behaving, the way the kids were behaving with their parents. Okay, in the Caribbean, very strict, very respectful of their parents. They were kind of more loose. And it was kind of shocking to me. And when I got into modeling, exposed to different culture, different habits, obviously huge gay community. And I grew up in a rough neighborhood where everybody's macho.
Yep.
I'm sure there were gay people there, but they were of course, back then it was in a closet. So I get into the fashion. It's like, wow, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
And then I meet people from Asia, Africa, America, Europe, everywhere. And I'm exposed to all of that. And as a model, you go into a city or you go into a location, you model, and then you're there for a few days, sometimes a week, a couple of weeks. So I traveled the world with modeling. I went to Ethiopia, to Thailand, to all over the United States, Hawaii, all over Europe, and adapting on the fly to different culture. I had to say quickly in Italy, how do you say hi? How do you say thank you? How do you say this, and that? And understand when you go to Asia, understand what the culture is over there. Okay.
Right.
When first time I got to Thailand, somebody bowed down to me. I was like, whoa, what is he doing? What is he doing? No, you just sign a respect. Say, oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Got it.
And you adapt to it. So it sounds like it's some futile thing, but when you experience it, if you land in Bangkok, you don't even recognize the letters on the sign. It's not even alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well be on another planet. And I like to stay away from the big hotel and stuff like that. I like to go to the people, like really to the heart of the people.
Yeah.
So everywhere I travel, I do that. And that really taught me to read somebody on the fly, quick. Read their energy, read the intent, read the heart, read the soul, how to get by, how to body language, because if you don't speak the language, you have to
It's all emotional intelligence.
Emotional, yeah, that they really like sharpen that up. And in sales, the thing that you guys taught me that I knew from Alex or Morzy, but you guys took it to a whole different level, is the importance of psychology in it. Like how you really got like in the discovery phase, how you really, I take it as a psych evaluation, really. The discovery phase, that's why I see it. So my modeling, my experience of being international, really, I'm an international person. I don't call anywhere home. Wherever I lay my head, I'm home. Okay.
Right.
So that allowed me to really get into it fast, I think.
That's freaking awesome, man. So what would you say is the most interesting place that you've kind of seen across all the places you've traveled now?
Okay.
For you.
The most shocking for me, 19, South Africa. Mandela just became president.
Wow.
The presence of apartheid was still very strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to Joburg, Johannesburg. Okay, I experienced something. Then I go to Cape Town. I experienced something. And then I go to a place, I forgot the name. I think it was Canyon Park, actually, the name. I think it was Canyon Park. Where the violence was like, I mean, this place had no police.
Wow.
Ever.
And you're 19.
And I'm 19. And I'm thinking from the street of Paris. I think I'm tough, right? And I go to this township that we were invited, because I say I like to go to so I'm inviting with these people. And the stuff that I saw there, I don't want to go too deep, but I was so shocking. It was the first time where I got into a place where human life had absolutely no value whatsoever.
Jeez.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared if you live, you die. There was no police, no army. It was just you guys
do your own thing.
Do your own thing. I was like, whoa, 19, doing that. I was like, okay, that's different. That's different.
Yeah.
That was the most shocking. The most surreal, Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you really feel that's where, it's hard to describe. You have to go, man. Mm-hmm. You have to go to the high plain of Lalibela, where they dug the church through granite stone. Like they dug them. It's called Lalibela, Ethiopia. And you see the high plain of Ethiopia, you really up high. I mean, really up high. Just by talking, you're out of breath. You're so high.
Wow.
Okay, you can't even...
What's the elevation there? Do you know? More or less?
I think it's 11 something.
Oh,
like
wow.
Like it's really high.
Yeah.
Really, really high. Okay. And maybe 9. I think. Anyways,
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's already high. And watching the high plains, and as far as the eyes can see, you see like the plain. And it was just gorgeous. And there's people there with no food.
Jeez.
They don't have food. They survive on digging the dirt and eating roots, bitter roots.
Wow.
And they're smiling. And we bought a soccer ball. It was the World Cup. And the kids are playing soccer where you can barely even talk. And they're running up and down. And they're so happy. And you're like, wow, man. It's just like... See, that was surreal, because Ethiopia is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hyenas at night. You know, we were supposed to go from this little house to go see the World Cup. I wanted to go see England play Romania. I wanted to go see that game. And the guy said, okay, we all going to go together. I said, no, it's okay. It's right there. I go. It's about like 10 minutes. I go. I say, no, we have to all go together. Otherwise, the hyena's going to eat you. And so I grew up in Paris. You tell me, like, what do you mean the hyena's gonna eat me? I say, yes, there's hyenas. The hyena's gonna eat you.
They group up on you.
So I'm looking at him like, nah, he's full of shit. So no, let's go.
Yeah.
So a group of them, we were like 10, 12 deep. We say, make sure you guys stay together, okay? And we have the flashlight. I say, we're walking. And Mike, the strangest feeling ever. Your primitive, your reptilian brain activate, like you're talking about fight or flight.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It activate, click, and you feel sensation you never felt, because now you are prey. And you hear them, but you don't see them. You hear, And you're like, whoa. And that's you can tell. They're like observing you. They're trying to find the weakest link. We say, make sure you stay together. You say, yeah, they would have shred you apart within seconds.
Jeez.
And you hear them, you smell them.
Okay.
All your senses are like, your heart is, you're like, what is strange? And you really feel like, wow, so that's what it feels like to be a prey. Now, experiences like this, it's like, you're like, I really recommend to, it's scary, but like it teaches you a lot.
And shaped who you are today, I
exactly,
feel like,
yeah.
Fun fact for anyone that maybe doesn't know. So I'm Armenian, and Ethiopians actually have the same alphabet as Armenian people, if anyone didn't know that. Fun fact I wanted to throw in there. But to move on back into the sales side of things, as someone who's, made a transition recently and with all your background and experiences, what is one piece of advice that you have that would help a new sales rep see success like during their first 30 days transitioning into high ticket sales?
Be comfortable with fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We in the West, we strive for perfection. Not like the East, like Japan, where it's like on another level of being perfect. But in the West, we want to be winners. We want to win. We want to do good. Okay. The thing is, like, even though we have a system and a structure, you're still dealing with human interaction.
Right.
So there's so many things that you can script all you want, brother. You can script all you want. Once that person is in front of you and start telling you how she feels, what she's been through, all of that, for real, your script, you can go like this and throw it away. Because if you stick to the script, you sound so fake.
Yeah.
So
you're not
fake.
connecting with the person.
Not at all.
Yeah, you're just worried about what you're going to say
like,
next.
Okay, so let me, the first one I did, try to follow the framework, okay? Because I was from with Alex, so Alex has a way of doing it, okay? I was like, let me do the mic way.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my script and stuff, and I was like, I hang up the phone, I say, man, let me throw this shit away again. Like, that was a waste of 45 minutes, okay? So yeah, be comfortable with completely fucking up. And you said it all the time, reps. What I did that helped me is with the script that I had, I would do like talking in front of the mirror, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or I talk to myself all the time,
Yeah.
Because I'm a Gemini. I talk to like, okay. So I will run scenarios in my head and run it. So that's good. Oh, that's a good one. And then you try in real life and it's like, wop. Okay, no, that doesn't work. It's the reps. You got to reps. The best advice is be comfortable with like everything you do, everything you do. You walking as a human, you got up, you have wobbly legs, you fall, you try, and now you walk, talk, eat, look away, and as walking, because you have the reps, and that's what it is. It's the same for sales, man. It's like first you're gonna learn how to stand up, then you're gonna fall a couple times, and then keep going. I'm still a rookie in this game, man. I'm still a baby, but I'm a lot more comfortable than the first day.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
For sure. What do you think your toughest lesson has been so far?
The toughest lesson it's all about it's how you deal with not closing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's how you deal with not closing. It's you have moments where you don't close nobody. 5, 6, 7, 8 people in a row. Okay? What you cannot do is doubt that it comes from you.
That's right.
Okay? It comes from you, but it doesn't come from you. It's kind of weird. Okay? Sometimes it's just not the flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just like golfers will tell you that. They'll play a perfect game, and the next day it's like, what the hell? Like, and it's the same field. It's the same with sales. It's like sometimes you have a wave of people that have bad credits,
mm-hmm.
or are combative, or they're just curious.
You're dealing with a lot of personalities.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of emotions.
Or sometimes you just don't have it that day.
Right.
Sometimes you have to admit that it's also you sometimes. And you have to, that's the toughest lesson, to to be comfortable with the ebbs and flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not gonna score a perfect score every day.
For sure. What do you think's been the most rewarding part so far?
Saving people's life.
Tell me more about that.
Because I sell V-Shred.
To give context for everybody.
Yeah.
So Ralph is selling for a pretty massive account that we have. We have over 120 sales reps on that account. It's a company called V-Shred, and we sell fitness coaching packages.
Yeah. And I come from fitness. I come from martial art. I've been doing martial art all my life. Okay, so I'm aware of the benefit of being active. Okay, physically. And this week, a couple of days a couple of days ago, and last week, I had some really, really morbidly obese women. I'm talking over 150 pound overweight. Okay, 150 pounds. That's a full grown person that you carry on top constantly, that sleeps on top of you at night, sleeping apnea. You can't breathe. Like they're on CPAPs, they have cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, you name it, they have it. Okay. And my approach with them is like, okay, I put the script, the framework, I put it to the side.
Yeah.
Completely. Like I didn't try to discover, I just put it. And I told them, listen, at this point, it's not even about looking good or feeling better. It's about saving your life.
It's powerful.
It's about saving your life. Like, do your comfort zone, because they're comfortable dealing with that much issues for so long, you're comfortable with it. That's the thing about sales.
They don't recognize the pattern you're in.
That's the thing about sales. Like, whatever you're selling, somebody's that been dealing with obstacles for so many years, so many months, they hate that situation, yes, but they're comfortable with it. That's because that's the devil they know. You know? And they say the devil they knows, is better than the devil you don't. Okay? So they're comfortable. So when you come in and say, I have a solution, but you have to change your ways. The natural reaction is, no. Because you stepping into the unknown.
Right.
Okay? So the most successful, the most gratifying for me was like making them understand, listen, it's about saving your life. Your comfort zone will kill you. Okay? Being comfortable will literally kill you. It's not even a figure of speech. Okay? So I'm not letting you say no. I literally said that. You're not going to tell me no. Because I'm a human being, I have my conscience, and I know I can help you. This will help you. Will you drop 150 pounds of fat? That's what you need? Maybe, maybe not. But I tell you what, you'll be a lot closer in a year, because I told them that's a minimum a year, at least 2. I said 2 years, but let's do 1 year at a time, because I don't want to kill you with the price. But it's 1 year. Okay, that's 150 pounds of fat. Okay. So do 1 year. In 1 year, you lose at least 60, 70 pounds, maybe 80 pounds of fat in 1 year. 90. I've done 90. I've seen people lose 90 pounds of fat in 1 year. 90 pounds off your body. You'll feel so much better. And yes, I closed them. But it wasn't about the close. It wasn't, to me, that those situations wasn't about the commission or the close. It was about they reach really deep. Okay? When I talk to my people, I say, okay, there's you right here. Okay? That's the person that's on the phone call with me, your highest potential. Okay, that's the high potential Mike. Okay, it's talking to me, reaching out. I wanna make money. I wanna make $10,000 a month. I wanna lose XYZ. Okay, that's the Mike that knows I have this high potential in me and I can do it by myself. So you get on the call and I'm talking to that Mike right here. But the moment the objection comes, it's the actual Mike I'm talking to now. Okay, and that's
powerful.
Yeah. Okay. And that's that gap we have to bridge as salespersons. Like, you have to make that actual mic take second seat to this mic. Okay. And I literally tell him that. I say, right now, I'm talking to this person, but you see, all of a sudden, this one pops his head. So we're not going to ignore him. We're going to acknowledge him, say, yes, we know you there. You've been there. You've been there for 15, 20, how many years you've been there, okay? But look where we are when we do it your way. So we're gonna acknowledge you. We're not gonna repress you because that'll be a recipe for disaster. But we're gonna say, no, let me try it. Let me take the lead this time. And let's see what happens, okay? Give me 3 months. Give me 6 months of taking the lead. You still be there. I know that you're not comfortable, but let me do it. And when people follow the advice and they do it, boom, then something change. So that's our job as closers, from what I understand, is to talk to your high potential, what is programming your DNA to be, okay? And erase what life has thrown at you, the traumas, the frustration, the unprepared event like COVID. COVID was a punch in the gut for the entire planet. Nobody saw that one coming. And we had to adapt.
Half of the conversations I've had on this podcast are from past gym owners or people in fitness.
I mean, it wiped us out.
That lost their livelihood. I know you're one of them, but I've talked to other people like Ian, like Courtney.
Yeah.
There's definitely more, and it's crazy. But came out of left field. But I love about what Ralph said, guys, because it's kind of like my style of selling, and you got to be willing to have the uncomfortable conversations, right?
Yeah.
And it's really, and him and I have talked about this on a coaching call, but it's the concept of tough love, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And what I'm hearing him saying is like the coach Ralph in him is coming out and helping them understand where this person's at, right? And the things that they need to do in order to make these changes. So I think you guys need to go back and listen to that segment because that was extremely powerful the way he broke that down, and very easy to understand too, especially if you're newer to sales. I want to know if you have a takeaway that's been pretty like aha to you, like a big takeaway in this first like 30 days. Is there something that comes to mind?
Trish is a hell of a coach.
I was gonna get to that.
Trish is I mean, wow. I talk to Trish, I close the next call. It's basically like this, okay? So I had a moment with Trish, that gap situation. She said one phrase to me. You see how Eva is a one that's like the top closer right now at Vitra. She's amazing, and she's only 18. She's like, wow. She's like the golden child. And she mentioned Eva. She mentioned different closers, Keith, Sean, and she said, these guys are really good at bridging the gap. That's the only phrase she said. And it hit me, click. I said, oh. Because that's what I use in martial art when I teach my kids or adults. What I teach, I tell them like, it's in you. Excellency, the flowing, okay? When there's danger, it's in you, it's there. Your mind stops you, you overthink it and you don't react, and you're like, and you stay stuck in the present instead of just let your inner, you're perfect. You are, everything in nature is perfect. You are perfect. If you let yourself go, that ego, that mask that you build, that persona that you build to work through life, if you let that go when you're in a battle and you let the chi flow, perfect. Okay, so you have to bridge. You have to go to that inner self. When Trish said that, I was like, I don't apply what I know in martial art to sales. And I did that, and it changed.
That's freaking powerful, man. That's freaking powerful. There's so much wisdom in what Ralph is saying right now, guys. Like, I've been in the game for a long time, and the way he's explaining stuff it's interesting because it's like everyone has a different way of explaining things.
Yes.
But like I always find something profound in the way someone explains something, and like you're using these different, martial art analogies, but it's like it comes together for me, and it's just even for someone that knows this stuff, it's having my brain process it, and it's like it's still profound. It's like damn,
yeah,
and it's powerful. And sometimes we need to hear the things that we already know, but said differently, right? And
yeah.
I think that's what you're doing for me right now. So that's awesome. And guys, just so you know, on the V-Shred account, I mentioned that we have 120 reps on. Ava, she's 18, and she last month, collected like $370,000 in cash. And I mean,
what?
Yeah, what is exactly right. So And that's there's a lot of money in there. So
Nah, she's special.
she's special. That's awesome. Well, my next question was, can you share a specific technique or approach that's helped you consistently help you close? But I feel like you kind of just answered that. I don't know if there's anything else you maybe want to add to that.
It's really, you guys said it all the time, and I took the course. Okay, I study you guys. I mean, you're amazing also because your approach is the mindset. I have the right mindset. Okay, and you help me a lot. Also, I gotta say, Mike, follow his course because the way he coaches you on having the proper mindset changes everything. Okay, we all go with the mindset. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But like, it's how do you apply yourself?
Right.
Okay, and that you were a great coach for that.
Appreciate you.
So the thing that I learned from you guys is to really, you guys say that all the time, and it flies by us. But like, really listen, listen to what people are saying to you. Don't have a script. Don't just stop. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You talk too much. We all talk too much. Shut the fuck up and listen, but really listen. Don't just like pretend, like really listen. And the close will come naturally. People are here telling you what they want. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
Are you catching it?
Exactly. I was gonna give you little hints, like, it's been really a rough couple of years, like, yeah. But anyway, what do you mean?
Tell me more.
Tell me more. And then they let you know, my mom died and this and that and boom, boom, boom. And I got an open heart surgery. And it's like, where's that coming from? You hit me with, but anyway, now I can use all that information. Okay, that's the mask that people build, Like, we all have to pretend that we're tough here. This is the United States. It's rough out here, okay? So we have to pretend that we can take it. But then when the mask falls off, you're like, oh, I can help that person. The mask, no, it's like, you're not showing me nothing.
So you're answering a lot of my follow-up questions to that. I was going to say, what is Ralph's sales superpower? I don't know if that's listening or some of the other things that you mentioned. Do you feel like you have a superpower when it comes to you, like you being you?
I like helping people. I like psychology. I like spirituality, and I've been doing martial art for 40 years. Okay. So everything it's that yin yang law symbol. Everything is that. It's an energy. Okay, but nothing is all black. Nothing is all white. There's always a little dot of black, little dot of white, and you just flow with that. Not just circular, but 3D also. So my superpower, if I say I have a superpower, is like the ability that I have to have empathy, to listen to people, and to genuinely want to help. That's why I'm selling V-Shred.
Yeah.
Okay. There's so many things out there that you can sell. Okay. But like you said it, Trish said it, Ian said it, Rich said it. If you don't believe 100% in the product, they're gonna smell your salesman ass a mile away. Like, right. Yeah, okay. By the time you say hi, they're like, okay, click. Okay. But if you really believe in the product, like really, no, really, this is what you need. You need to buy this house. You can see the market right now. This is the real estate place. This is it right here. You buy this in 5 years, you can sell it, you flip it, and your family is set for life. If you really believe that, as a realtor, for example, if you really believe that the market is so hard, like, do it, invest here. You can convince people. If you think about, I gotta get that 6% commission as a realtor, like, no, you're not selling anything. So I guess that'd be that. That's just like, I'm honest. I'm genuine. I'm honest, and that's it. I'll be that.
I love that, man. That's the way I like to approach it, and so it resonates with me a lot because it's my style too.
Yeah.
I certainly don't have as much, I have an interesting upbringing, but nowhere near as interesting as yours. But I can relate to a lot of the stuff you're saying and the different takeaways and being in different environments and catching all that stuff. So I find that really interesting. What I do want to talk about is before you even started working at One Call Closers, I think you started joining you joined the school community.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, we're on a platform called School. That's SKOOL. Our community on there is called the Closers Network. And so, guys, we do 5 days of free coaching, Monday through Friday, okay? 1 hour a day. The same
amazing.
people that run our sales agency, One Call Closers, we've gone on to do over $150 million in sales, are the same people that are giving you 5 days of free coaching through the Closers Network. And people think sometimes throughout that, oh, it's free. There's probably not a lot of value in there. So you've taken the training. You've been on some of my live calls. I'm sure you've been on other coaches' live calls. We have other coaches. It's not just me in there. What's your take on the training that you've kind of been seeing and taking away from coming on the platform? Like, what has been like that experience like for you?
All this knowledge in this market, the high ticket closer, where you make so much money if you really apply yourself. All this knowledge for free? It's like, okay, hold on. Yes, all this knowledge for free. And I'm talking from masters at it. Mike, very young, a beast. Mike is a beast. He's a beast, he's a beast, he's a beast. Trish goes Trish, and Ian, all those coaches, Rich, two sisters, all these coaches are there every week. Everybody has an hour giving advice, taking calls, role play, and for free. Because the thing is, if you join in the One Call Closer and you work for us, you close, you earn, we earn because you earn, and everybody grows. I was like, common sense, but everybody is in it for themselves here. Mm-hmm. So that is such not an American concept. I'm from France. It's different. There's more of a socialist approach in France. Okay,
right.
Like especially when it comes to healthcare, like you don't pay nothing. Here it's like you can make as much as you want, but like nobody's gonna help you. Mm-hmm. But then this is like wow. So it's a long story, but it's amazing the level. The mastery. Alex Omorzy is a beast in it. Rich is at the same level to me. And the way Rich explains his technique resonate a lot with me. I'm not saying he's better with me. Everybody is different, okay? It resonates so much with me because it's about relationships. It's about reading people. It's about psychology. And it's about being honest, okay? It's about being honest and being real, okay? It's not so much cunning, traps, techniques, skills, like this is what you do, this is how you guide the prospect. No, you just be honest. Just like they tell you something, you throw it back and this is what you said. What's up? This is what you said.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wow. So yeah, man, I'm blown away by the concept. Just go ahead, use that, share it, bring your friends over.
What? That's powerful.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
My follow-up question to that would be, as someone especially who's actually coaching with Trish right now and you know getting coached up on the offer you're on, would you recommend coaching? But it sounds like you would, but what else would you have to add on to that?
Everybody should try, okay? This is not a place for shy people, okay? If you shy, just come to terms with it that like, just work through your trauma. Why are you shy? Mm-hmm. What is the reason? Why are you shy? Because like, if you get over that hurdle and you can become a high ticket closer, it's just like, I can go on vacation in Tahiti tomorrow, bring my laptop. In between 2 shots of rum, close somebody. As long as
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I know already. I heard that story in my vacation. I haven't that would kill me close. Yeah, pay for my entire vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
You can literally do that. As long as there's Wi-Fi and a camera and you can control the noise outside of you. You don't even have. You put like a screen, a back saver, a back screen.
Yeah, background.
A background.
Yeah.
You put
Virtual
a
background.
A virtual background behind you. Okay. You have a polo. You put a polo if you want. Okay. Visine. Click.
Yeah.
Go. Make a couple of clothes.
Yeah.
That's it. And then go back to your vacation.
That's it.
You can literally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. One thing about being shy I want to talk about, because I was very shy growing up. So if anyone wants a little tip on that, or you know what, I'll just kind of give you my take on it. Guys, I'm super introverted, and I've gotten to be extroverted as I've gotten older, right? It didn't come overnight. A lot of sets and reps, and a lot of mindset of just making a decision in my mind that I'm going to become more extroverted, right? It's a choice is what I kind of looked at it as. And nowadays, I still get anxiety when I'm around groups of people that maybe like I don't know, or I'm not really didn't grow up with or best friends with. It's very hard. So, but that being said, it's like Rich and I talked about this recently. It's like a switch. It's like I'm still introverted. That's the natural Mike. But let's just say I'm going to be on a podcast, or I'm going to go and speak at an event that we have, or do have an in-person thing this Saturday you're attending, right? I turn on the switch and I get myself to be extroverted, but I start getting good at being an extrovert. And what happens when you start getting good at something? You start becoming like obsessed with it, because you're like, oh man, you're building on that skill set and that thing. And then it becomes like fun. Yeah. So like now it's a challenge for me, but it's like I'm enjoying this part of being an extrovert that's not naturally me. So I look at it as a switch. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. And all of that stuff, guys, it's in your mind. So if you're shy, you can definitely overcome it, is what I wanted to leave you with.
Man, you should do a 1 hour special on that.
Yeah, I should, huh? I'm going to write that down, actually.
No, seriously, because so many people want to do something with their life, but and they tell you, I'm too shy. It's like, that's the only thing that stops you. Man. And you see people with so much potential or talent, and they're just shy. Say like, so if you can help them, then go ahead, please.
Yeah, but I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Wow.
Like horrible.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I know. I'm very out there. Now I'll be extroverted with people that I'm friends with and we grew up with and stuff, and I'll be more talkative and how you see me on the coaching calls and how I am. But again, like a lot of that stuff was developed. Like it wasn't necessarily something I was always 100% like that. Like I'm an introvert extrovert, but now I'm just like, I'm gotten comfortable with just being an extrovert. So I would love to do an episode more diving into that.
Oh yeah.
How does Ralph stay motivated during challenging times in sales or in life?
Mindset. 4 children.
4 children.
I have 4 children.
Hard not to be motivated.
Exactly. Huh? You know, and I'm a survivor, man. I'm a survivor. I left Martinique. I was very young. I was in Paradise Island. I arrived in Paris, and then I moved to the hood, to the flea market, where I see like the Serbs and the Croatian and what else? The Gypsies, African, the Arabs, all melting pot of people at the flea market hustling. I mean, hustling.
Next level hustles.
Next level. I mean, they have to feed the family, but it's just like, I guess, like hustling tourists for a price, pickpocket. And I'm watching all this as I'm a young kid. And adapting to this, and just like, you survive. You survive. Like, I've never participated in any crime or illegal stuff because my nature is to be kind. And I know what it feels like when you come somewhere and the thing that belongs to you is gone. Somebody stole it. I know that feeling. So I can never do that to somebody. I can never. It's like stealing is just like when you get robbed, like something disappears, like, oh man, they stole. It makes you feel so. I never participated in that, but all my boys in the neighborhood, please, what? They were just like excellent at it. Yeah. But that's that, man. Just survive, adapt, and the mindset is, when I was in the hood in Paris, when I first got into modeling, I'll tell you this quick little story. When I first got into modeling, the first year, I'm 18. I get invited by this Saudi prince, that direct lineage Saudi prince, to a party. Okay. So I go, and that's my first modeling party.
Wow.
And I see the level of wealth that exists that I've never seen in certain movies, but like that guy was beyond movies.
Yeah.
I mean, beyond. It was just like, and I see that level of wealth, and we party all night. And I remember leaving, wait for the first subway. So I just left. Wealth like I can't even describe. Now I'm waiting on the first subway. Okay, I'm on a subway. I take the subway, boom, and I switch subway. I have to take on a bus to go back to my neighborhood. And I'm on the bus, and I remember, and it's raining, and it's dark. It's 6 a.m. And there's this woman with this scarf, like typical like Eastern Europe woman with a scarf, holding a coat like this, and she's running for a bus, and it's cold. And I think she's running, and I see all this the humble people, and I say, and I just left the 1% of the 1%, okay. And I remember that moment. I was like, from that point on, every step I'm gonna take is to get me closer to this guy and away from that woman.
Mm.
That was the moment. And I moved to United States a few years after that.
Wow.
That was that moment. That all that to tell you, it's all about opportunity. Everybody can be great, okay? The problem that we have in this world is so many of us are not even exposed. I didn't know there was such a thing of high ticket closer. Did you know that until almost? I had no idea.
Yeah. I didn't really know it was a thing either.
Most people don't know about what high ticket closing is.
It's new. It's a newer industry. It's definitely a newer industry.
Yeah. It's not difficult to do. I don't think I find it difficult. Like some people find it not difficult to trade stocks.
Yeah.
I find it very, very complex, but some people it's like, but unless you're being offered the opportunity, if it's not presented to you, if you live in the hood somewhere in Armenia or in a slum somewhere, you don't even have, nobody even tell you it's possible for you to do that.
Right.
You have no idea that this concept exists, that you can make money online.
Yeah.
You know? And somebody presents you the opportunity, then it's, what do you do with it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the first guy from my neighborhood that people thought he looked good enough to be a model. No. I'm not the first guy that got into fitness and decided like, I think I can teach that and study. I'm not the first. No. But what do you do with the opportunity? I kept pushing. That's what you too, when you tell your stories that you first got into sales. And that's how you make me laugh. And say, and this is the bread, and this is the that, okay? Like, but you kept pushing. And then you had a day, what was your record sale?
5 franchise deals. First sale ever in the company.
But the biggest amount of money you made in one day.
It was 1 month. It was like 99,000 and some change.
$99,000.
Yeah, 99,000 and some change.
See, you kept pushing. So you went from reading a script to just like slinging the calls because you had the opportunity. You saw an opportunity, you seized it. So that's the thing, is opportunity. When it comes, Eminem says it in his song, like, when the moment comes, you have to seize it.
Gosh, that's powerful. Yeah. You're getting me fired up, baby. I gotta take some calls or something right now. Shit.
Let's go close.
Oh man, I got just a couple more quick questions.
Yeah.
You answered another one. I was gonna say, what's a kind of crazy fact about you? I think you got into the Saudi prince story, which I really wanted you to get into.
Yeah.
This one will be a quick one, just more of a fun question. If you could have dinner with any kind of sales person and or sales thought leader, living or dead, who would it be and why?
It wouldn't be sales.
Okay.
It would be Quincy Jones, and I tell you what.
Interesting.
Because Quincy is a producer, right? And he deals with mega stuff. I'm talking like, he dealt with
massive.
Sinatra. Did you see the special on Netflix on how they recorded We Are the World?
No. I gotta check it out.
You need to watch that, man. That would be Quincy Jones, because Quincy is a master producer that goes in a room with an artist with the massive ego, a massive way of doing it, and he goes and he takes the best out of the artist, knows how to talk to him or her, and extract something and push the artist into new height, new genre, and everything he touched was, I mean, platinum. So I would love to have dinner with him to pick his brain. How does he read people? How does he get people to trust him and to defer to him? Okay? Because there's a lot of great producers, okay? But sometimes personality clash.
Right.
Quincy, when he did the We Are the World, he recorded, I think it was like 37 of the top, I mean, from Bob Dylan to Bruce Springsteen to Michael Jackson. And he had them, 3, 4, 5 of them, sharing a mic. And one sings and one pulls back. You don't do that with this type of artist.
Right.
They're just like, hell no. They think of this, they're godlike in their head. Okay. And you kind of have to be when in show business at that level. It goes with a persona, okay, that you build yourself. Like you have to believe that you're very special like that to perform like that. It's kind of weird, but that's the way it is.
Right.
Okay. But Quincy comes in and he makes all these mega stars share mics, record the entire track one night. One night. And he works with Sinatra, with Miles Davis, with Michael Jackson. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And you're like, wow. So that to me is sales.
That's a superpower.
It's the essence of sales, of reading people, getting there to do something and reach the highest potential. Jeez. And you're just in the back, not like a puppeteer. You're just assisting them, helping them. You're getting in your own way. Okay, let me clear that for you. Go. All right. How about if you try that? I don't like that. I'm not saying you don't like it. I said, try it.
Yeah.
Try it. You don't like it, you don't do it, but try it. Oh, no, now stack those voices. That's right. See? How does that sound? It's amazing. Why don't we try that? Okay? Or sometimes you can be a drill sergeant. Whatever button he needs to push, he does it. So that I would love to, that's the guy I want to.
Jeez, you got me fired up about watching that, bro.
Oh, you got to watch
I'm going to check it out for sure.
You got to watch
it. I might actually check that out tonight.
Yeah.
If I buy some time. So that's awesome. 2 more questions for you, Big Ralph, and we'll end it. If there's one piece of advice you can leave with our listener, what would it be?
For what? For close or?
Yeah, for closing. For closing.
Watch the great do it. Just watch the great do it. Watch them. You keep watching them, and you're gonna get like sparks, moments of eureka, like, oh, okay. And then you watch yourself sometimes. I mean, I don't watch myself a lot, okay? Because I find it so annoying. I can only take like 10, 15 seconds and like, okay, that's I'm like, yeah, you know? But that can help. But watch the great do it. Or, yeah, watch the great do it. And just watch people. Sometimes you watch people say like, oh, it's funny, like, she missed something there. And sometimes you see people like, oh, she's not going to close. And you know, oh, he's not going to close, you know, and you find out, okay? And watch others do it. Watch. Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Watch
the great do it.
Yeah, stay humble, watch the great do it, and listen.
Awesome. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to leave with the audience that maybe you didn't get a chance to discuss with me?
There's still a lot of good in the planet.
Yeah.
So final thought is that's it, man. If you can, the high ticket closing is something that is amazing. If you're a social person, okay. If you have the gift of gab, okay. If you really care, if you know how to share your emotion, okay. I think it's something you should consider, because I think it's amazing. The amount you can earn. I mean, you compete with like surgeons, top lawyers. Like I'm talking, it's serious. Look at Eva. Like,
yeah,
how many people you know that can make like over $100K a month? Okay, Some people do that in 2 years.
18. She's 18.
She's 18, you know? So that's just really consider, but don't be driven just by the greed.
Right.
Okay? It's the art. The art form. The art form is noble. The art form is beautiful.
That's awesome. Well, Ralph, I love your energy, man.
Thanks,
I really
man.
appreciate you coming on the show. Guys, there you have it. Listen, if you're on an offer right now and you're looking to 2x or 3x your current commissions, right? And this only applies to you if you're already on an offer, right? Then you want to click the first link in the description below to talk to us about one-on-one sales coaching, right? And this is going to be coaching with our coaches from the Closers Network. And I promise you guys, this is going to help take your sales game to the next level. And look, if that's not you, right? If you're not on an offer right now and that's not what you're looking to do, then you want to click the second link in the description, guys, which is going to get you inside of our school platform. That's everything that Ralph and I talked about today. It's completely free.
Crazy.
You don't have to pay anything for it. We have a free course in there that probably costs $15,000, $20,000 just to get that education. You'd probably pay someone to do that. And on top of that, you get 5 days of live coaching calls for completely free. You guys can come on and literally ask us anything and we'll help with whatever it is that you need. So everything you saw in this episode today, guys, is just a tiny fraction of some of the takeaways and the things that you can learn by joining our school community. And again, that's the second link in the description of this podcast episode. That being said, Ralph, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for making it out here. I'm excited for the workshop tomorrow. And guys, we appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.